Hey everybody, Keith Williams here with Fretmore Guitar Lessons. Today we're going to learn how to play a B minor chord. I've got a short out there on this, but you got less than a minute to get that out there and to explain it. And sometimes I feel like I'm rushed. And I mean, I teach the chord or the lesson, whatever it is, a lick or something like that. But I still like to kind of slow it down just a little bit. I'm from the South, so I like to slow down things a little bit, talk a little bit slower, and explain it a little bit better, and give you some more kind of meat and potatoes. That's kind of an appetizer there, that short is. And so I want to kind of give you a little more of a meal here on how to play a B minor chord. And appreciate y'all checking out our channel and checking out this video. Be sure and give us a thumbs up if this is something you like, and subscribe to our channel. Turn on your notifications for upcoming videos. We've got a lot of videos on playing chords and some licks and cover songs and this and that. So anyway, appreciate once again you being here today. And so a B minor chord is we're going to do the bar chord of the B minor today. Okay. And I've got one out there, and I can't remember if I did a full one or just a short on this one, but if I just did a short, I'll do a long version of this one too. But here, this is the bar chord of a B minor, okay? And a B minor chord is something that's used a lot in the key of D. So if you're playing in D and you need a minor, typically, and you hear a minor in a chord or in a song, the B minor chord is generally that minor chord, okay, in the key of D. So and it's real close together to where, there's your D and here's your B minor. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and build this chord up, and I'll show you how we do that. And I'm going to start. I usually start with the first finger, but I'm going to start with the second finger because I want to show you the main part of the fingering of the chord, and then do the bar part later. Okay. So I'm going to start with my second finger, my middle finger, on the second string, the B string of the third fret. Okay. And then I'm going to go to the fourth fret, fourth string with my third finger, and my pinky finger is going to hit that third string of the fourth fret, okay? So there's your minor right there. Doesn't sound too bad, but if you, that doesn't sound right because we haven't got that E string covered yet. And then if you couldn't play all of them, it really sounds bad, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take our first finger. This is our bar finger. It kind of really acts as a capo, okay? And to move that, kind of moves this down to give you that B minor, okay? Because if you're up here, that's A minor, okay? I'll throw that in for free. How about that? There's your A minor. Now you can strum like 4 strings on it, okay? So we're coming up to 2 more here, okay? And there is, but we have to bar that in order to get a good sound and to because those open strings don't sound right on that B minor. So we got to do the bar, okay? And it's not always fun. And one thing too, I don't know if I explained this on the other bar videos, but you kind of got to. A lot of times I play up here. I'm doing this up here. I got my thumb hanging over. Well, you can't do that with a bar chord. You can't do it. You got to move that. Thumb's got to move, and your wrist, everything, your arm, everything's got to move down to where your thumb is really back in the back part, or about the middle part of the neck there. Okay, and so you got to get it right in there to where you can, and you got to press down a little bit, because trying to get all those strings down to where they sound good and you don't have dead notes sometimes can be challenging. Because with these fingers, we've got those pointed directly, toward the string, where this one, you're getting some parts of your finger where, it's soft and it's not calloused necessarily. And so sometimes you got to press a little harder. You don't want to press too hard and put too much pressure on because your hand's going to get tired if you're playing a lot of bar chords. And so you don't want to put too much pressure. Plus, it could change the sound and your tone a little bit if you're pushing them strings down too much. You want to push them down just enough to get the right sound, but not too much, because you can kind of throw out the sound, the intonation actually, and the tone changes a little bit if you're not careful. So you want to just get just enough. Okay. All right. So here's our bar chord. We're going to strum all 6 strings. I strum one at a time just to kind of make sure, especially when you're first learning, make sure I'm getting that getting all the strings, no dead strings. Okay, of course these 3 strings are taken care of, but your fingers getting all the rest of them. Okay. All right, so there's our B minor. So if we were in D, hear that sound, how it goes with it. And I don't always, I was plucking that 6th string there, which you can. I mean, it's perfectly fine. But I don't always do that. A lot of times I just strum the bottom strings, maybe the 5th on down. But whatever works for you is fine. But anyway, there is a B minor chord, very handy chord. Probably one of the first minors other than the A minor. Because A minor was easy, didn't need to bar that one, and E minor you don't have to bar. But the B minor was kind of the first one that I recall having to learn and use that as a bar chord. And so, but anyway, it's very handy, like I say, playing in D. A lot of times it's used in there. And so anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope it's helpful to you. And be sure to check out our other videos. And like I say, subscribe if it's something you like. And we'll see y'all in the next video. Thanks again.